21 Savage had the best year of his career. Honestly, one of the best years that you can ask for an artist in general. Currently ranked number 18 most listened to artist on the planet. It seems like everything has been going his way. His chart-topping collab album with Drake is one of the most listened to projects of 2022, and he became a cultural icon. But what if I told you that it all might be coming to an end with the racketeering investigation, man? We gotta talk about this situation currently going on with 21 Savage, man. But before we do, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna run up this video, man. Make sure y'all check out the merch too at staysafeworld.com. Link in the description. So let's go into this. 21 Savage is definitely still riding the high from his chart-topping Her Loss collaboration album with Drake, because he felt the need for some reason to go on Clubhouse, an internet forum app that people have discussions on, and he decided to say one of the craziest statements that you've really even seen anyone say.
So you saying y'all undefeated on that side? Y'all ain't took no loss?
Man, every nigga that we beef with, nigga, 30 of they niggas get smoked, nigga, and don't nothing happen to us, nigga. In real life, nigga. It's real life, nigga. Man, hey, look, Cap.
Basically glorifying, talking about mass murder in the community. It is one of those statements that will not be forgotten anytime soon, especially because of the ongoing investigation with several other Atlanta-based artists such as Young Thug, Gunna, Yak Gotti, the whole YSL in general. 21 Savage ended up getting into a verbal dispute with several alleged Chicago gang members on the Clubhouse app. The judgment call that he made was probably the worst decision that I've probably seen in hip-hop in general. Admitting to knowing about a mass murder, and that is definitely not a good statement. And it wasn't something that was not seen by the general public, because not only did rap blogs post this, but a number of notable journalists and activists saw this message, basically broadcasted it to the world, man, which is probably the worst thing that you could possibly do when a whole slew of your colleagues are facing similar investigations from statements made such as that. Notable reporter George Chitty from the Atlanta Objective actually went into detail about this statement when it blew up on Twitter. He said that rappers who think that APD and the Attorney General's office don't listen to Clubhouse are talking in a public forum on recorded audio about committing murders. Gentlemen, stop living in a Key and Peele speech. I also have a message to Atlanta area politicians. Stop collaborating with gangster rappers to bolster your authenticity with the black community. People like me have a very long memory for such things, and I will gleefully remind people who was on stage with whom and when. Man, that statement is very crazy, because George Chitty is actually one of the top investigative reporters who have been following the Young Thug trial and basically everything from the DA's office in regards to the Young Thug trial. So he definitely can tell when the police are definitely investigating a certain person just by the writing on the wall. He wasn't the only social media influencer to talk about this ongoing situation with 21 Savage in a negative light. Sean King, the notable activist of the black community with a huge platform, came out and spoke against it as well, saying, "More than anything else, this makes me sad. I have 4 key thoughts, but first, let me tell you what you're listening to." Popular hip-hop artist 21 Savage got on the social media app Clubhouse, which is basically a bunch of audio chat rooms, and started talking about all the men his crew has murdered. Mind you, these chat rooms are public, thousands of people were listening, and this clip has already been shared tens of thousands of times. This clip spread like wildfire throughout the culture this week, and most people, instead of speaking about the ugliness of this man talking about all the people his crew has killed, just spoke about the ignorance of him admitting it online. It's true, it's super ignorant to go online saying these things, particularly in light of rappers from all his hometown of Atlanta in jail right now for stuff like this, and 21 Savage already has his own legal troubles too. I think what makes me sad about this is 2 things: the ease and pride in which he bragged about what is basically mass murder, and the ease in which millions of people heard this and were willing to look past it. Those statements basically summed up that the general public and everyone that has to do with rap music and has to do with investigating and has to do with any type of large platform has seen these Clubhouse meetings. When you look at the Atlanta DA's office, even across multiple counties, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, these are the type of statements that basically got Young Thug, Gunna, Yak Gotti, Lil Duke, the list goes on. All those people indicted on RICO investigation charges, man. And it's safe to say that the Atlanta DA's office is not stopping, because a statement basically came out earlier last year that Playboi Carti and Lil Baby were possibly facing RICO investigation charges. So what makes people think that 21 Savage will not be facing the same type of scrutiny? I mean, the really only thing that's separating him and that sort of downfall is time, man. And it looks like, I would guess, Atlanta as a whole is probably gonna take a huge L. All the artists are probably gonna end up getting caught up in investigations, and it's not gonna be looking good for the future. But if you really think about it, is this something that we should be sad about, or is this something that is inevitable because of the fact that a lot of these people apparently end up and go and destroy their own communities? You know, that's the crazy thing about rap in this, because nowadays it's really glorified to, you know, destroy communities, kill people and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if the actual crimes are being followed through and there's evidence of them and you talk about it in the music, there's no way that you're going to be able to defend yourself. You could just look at the incident with Young Thug having his lyrics read out in court, talking about things that happened verbatim in real life. Let's hope that 21 Savage didn't make that mistake, but it's already looking like he already made the biggest mistake of his career in admitting these things on Clubhouse. So let's just hope that he was speaking in hyperbole and that he doesn't really mean that 30 people got knocked down, because if that were true, it's only a matter of time, man. But hey, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this shit. Real stay safe shit. You already know what's going on. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Peace.